Hey everybody, Julie Coleman here, otherwise known as Homegirl with Coldwell Banker Tomlinson. I just wanted to touch base with everybody today, see how you're doing. Um, I don't do videos, but we seem to all be on this journey together, so I thought I would hop on the bandwagon. Honestly, I don't do videos because I don't always look presentable when I'm at my home office. But today, as you can see, hat, hoodie, this is what it is today. This is our new reality and homework life, and we're just gonna kind of go with it because it is what it is. So anyway, I know many of you are stressed out for so many different reasons. We have layoffs happening, we have compromised immune systems. I'm a hugger, so it's really the social distancing thing is really hard for those of us who are extroverts. This whole situation hits me personally. I've got family sick over on the west side that I'm concerned about. I've got my mom over there who's 79 years old and a brand new, barely month-old little baby niece. So, you know, our hearts are out there with everybody. My daughter and I both have autoimmune disorders, so for years I've been taking Plaquenil. My daughter's recently started, and now there's this new run on this medicine because the virus seems to react positively to it. So we're all dealing with our own things, so just be kind to each other. Be, cognizant. You don't know what's going on in someone else's world, so just be kind. And I beg of you to take this seriously because we will get through this a lot faster if everybody cooperates. And right now, staying healthy is of the utmost importance. And I know it's difficult to stay home and do your own thing, but it just needs to be done, and we're just all here for each other. So, as you know, getting down to business, real estate's my business, and you know that you can trust me that I'm going to tell you like it is. I'm not going to blow smoke and say everything is roses and unicorns because it's not. We are in our industry working through a lot of things as far as what we're allowed to do, what we are not allowed to do. And we got two states to deal with. I've got Washington and Idaho, and figuring out what each one is doing, and they're not doing the same things. So 2 weeks in Washington, 3 weeks in Idaho. As of yesterday, we just need to hunker down. So I have been in lots of Zoom conferences and phone calls, and requirements are changing hourly. I am not kidding you. Once we think we got a handle on something, it changes or something else is added in. So thank goodness for my brokerage. Tomlinson is amazing in keeping us all informed, so we're all telling you all, passing on the correct information. So what this means to us is we are either essential or non-essential. In Washington, we as realtors are considered non-essential. Kind of heartbreaking, but we're working through it. Idaho, we're considered essential. So what that means for Washington is that we as realtors are not allowed to show you any homes. We are not allowed to have open houses. We are not allowed to have physical contact or physical presence with any of our clients. So that also means no inspections, no photography getting your home ready to put on the market. Essentially everything needs to be done virtually. Yes, you can still make an offer on a home. You just have to go by the pictures if you haven't seen it. So utilize virtual tours, Google Maps, where you can essentially drive the neighborhoods. You just cannot see it physically. And if you wanted to do that, we work through all the time elements on the contract, with time being unknown. Hopeful for 2 weeks, realistically probably not. We're working through those as well. So everybody just really needs to be remain flexible on timelines. New addendums are being created to address all of these newfound issues. Appraisers are likely, I still have yet to confirm what appraisers are doing, and it might be out there in the last hour. I haven't checked. So appraisers are probably going to be doing drive-bys and using comps and using their best judgment as far as what the interior looks like based on their drive-by of the exterior. So homeowners, make your houses look good. In Idaho, we are considered essential. So we are still allowed to show homes. We are not allowed to have open houses. We have to follow the social distancing protocol in making sure that we stay safe and stay healthy. I still, even though we're allowed, I still feel like we should still give it pause. I know there's always extenuating circumstances and everybody has their own reasons for things. So if we need to do it, we absolutely can, and just take the proper precautions necessary for us to not spread germs, such as cellars. Leave your lights on, keep the doors open so we don't have to touch anything. Hands in pockets, gloves, masks, sanitizer, booties, whatever we need to do. So let's see here. And then on that note, Washington state lenders and closing agents are still considered essential as long as they practice their proper social distancing. Yesterday, before I had to call it quits, I did have a closing with some clients where they were in their car, I was in my car, the closing agent was in the office, my buyers were on the phone with the closing agent going over the loan documents. It's our new normal. So that is just what we did yesterday, but as of today, I am no longer allowed to be present. Yesterday was my last day, so I was happy to be able to do that and be there for my buyers at that time. Okay, so where are we at? New construction. New construction in Washington for residential homes are on pause. This surprises me considering we have this housing shortage happening. But it is what it is. Idaho so far still good. Washington is only to take care of emergency repairs in order to preserve your asset, or wrapping up some housing projects, tarping roofs, whatever needs to be done to protect it over the next few weeks. And of course, public and governmental buildings that are necessary, the construction is allowed to continue on those. So let's see here. Idaho, I might just point out the executive order for us that says specifically regarding essential infrastructure as including but not limited to public works construction, commercial construction, and the transfer and selling thereof, construction of houses, and the transfer and selling thereof, provided that they carry out those services or work in compliance with social distancing requirements. So that, in a nutshell, is what's happening in Washington and Idaho. Of course, there are more details I won't go into. Happy to answer any questions you might have, though. As far as the market and our home values, keep in mind this is not 2008. I went through 2008, totally different. All signs point to us bouncing back, and there is going to be some pent-up demand, bouncing back pretty heavily with tons and tons of activity. So I anticipate that my phone's going to be ringing off the hook again for those who have been waiting to get back out and get back on their housing search and doing their sales. So I'm going to do my best to take advantage of my downtime. I'm going to spend more time with my family. I'm going to bust out some more puzzles. We're on puzzle number 4 right now. My family has stopped participating. I'm going to try to drag them back in. We're going to play some games. We're going to binge watch Netflix. We just finished binge watching The Mandalorian on Disney, which was really good. And we're just going to continue to spend time as a family and just all kind of try to reconnect. My kids are home from school. My youngest is very social. She is struggling. So we all just want to get back to normal as soon as we can. But let's take advantage of our time and our time that we can spend together. Even if your family's out of town. Yesterday, my husband's whole side of the family all got online and we all did video conferencing and just did a little happy hour catching up, and we could still see everybody's faces. So there's ways to get around that as well. So stay safe, stay healthy. If you have any questions, if you need anything, I'm sure I'm going to have to go to the store in the next couple weeks. If I need to pick something up for you and drop it on your porch, I'm absolutely happy to do that. You just let me know, whatever you need. So stay safe out there, stay healthy. Please don't hesitate to reach out. Take care, keep in touch. Over and out. See you soon. Bye-bye.